I'm the SMR psychologist. Welcome to my channel. Now, today we're going to be doing a personality test that will help you to identify if you have a type B personality. So, last week we looked at type A, and if you missed that, you can watch that video here. It should pop up on the screen. But today we're going to the other end of the continuum and looking at type B personalities. And that's probably something important to bear in mind. These personality traits are part of a continuum, or on a continuum. It's more helpful, I think, to think about it in that way rather than them being dichotomous categories, so you're either A or B. I think most of us are somewhere in between those two extremes. So the test today is yes or no. So just keep a note in your mind or on your phone of how many yeses and nos you accrue. I think that you may have an idea already of what you are, but try and embrace the test, be open-minded and answer the questions, even the ones that maybe feel a little more uncomfortable to admit to, as honestly as you can. You'll get a much better result. Obviously, the more we understand about ourselves, the better. It puts us in a much stronger position to make changes if we need to. I have to apologise, my tummy's a bit rumbly today. I had quite a small breakfast. I hope it's not too distracting if you can hear it, but I'm going to continue anyway. So let's begin. There are 32 questions in total. So if you're ready. Question 1. When I'm faced with an unfamiliar problem, I like to sit back and let things work themselves out. Yes or no? Okay. Question 2. I frequently turn in work, whether it's assignments or projects, late. Question 3. I have never been accused of talking too much. Question 4. I speak much slower than everyone else. Yes or no? Question 5. I never finish other people's sentences or interrupt them. Question 6. If I'm kept waiting, for example, at the doctor's, I tend to sit and wait and read a magazine or something. 7. I am often late for appointments. Question 8. Others would judge me as carefree. Good. Okay. Question 9. They would also say that I am slow and never get things done. Okay. Question 10. I don't tend to worry about the future. Okay. Question 11. If I have free time, I love to have a little sleep. Okay. Question 12. If I have homework, an assignment, or some other project to complete, but a party comes up, I would have no trouble leaving the work and going to the party. Yes. No. Okay. Question 13. I don't really have a schedule or a calendar. I like to keep my days as free-flowing as possible. Okay, question 14. In a large group, I rarely contribute much. Okay. Question 15. If I need to study for something, I will either do it at the last minute or skip it completely. Okay, question 16. I don't really exercise. Question 17. I'm not really concerned about winning or being the best. Okay. Question 18. I'm very creative. Yeah. Oh, no. Question 19. I'm a little bit of a daydreamer. Question 20. I have an amazing imagination. Question 21. I don't really like multitasking. I like to do one thing at a time. Yes. No. Okay. Question 22. I eat really slowly. Question 23. I have no problem sitting down, even when there's lots to do. Okay. Question 24. I believe that you win some and you lose some. Question 25. I don't really mind if things don't turn out the way that I have planned. Question 26. Change is no big deal. It's just part of life. Yes or no? Question 27. I can easily express my feelings. Question 28. I'm very sociable and I like big groups of people. Question 29. I don't tend to judge others, each to their own. Okay. Question 30. I'm a little bit of a procrastinator. Okay. Okay. Question 31. I roll with the punches. Okay, last question. Question 32. Some might say I'm too relaxed. Okay, good. So, that's the end of the test. So, quickly tot up the number of yeses that you had, and we will look at the results and what they mean. Okay. So, as I said at the beginning, when you're thinking about these personality traits, am I A or am I B? I think it's better to think as personality as being a continuum, maybe with type A, so they are time urgent, a little bit competitive, slightly aggressive, maybe at one end, and then you've got type B, which is obviously what we're looking at today. At the other end, so very relaxed, very patient, very easygoing. If you answered quite a few yeses, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 yeses, you're more towards the type B end of that personality trait continuum. So let's look at some of the characteristics. Let's begin with the strengths of that personality type. So type A personalities are realistic, accepting, easygoing, tolerant, very relaxed, uncompetitive, reflective, innovative, charismatic, adaptable, and stable. Some weaknesses. They can be unmotivated, a little complacent. They're often procrastinators, a little indulgent, lackadaisical, and overly casual, some might say. Now, what I'd say, and I always say this when we do these personality tests, is if things are going well for you, you know, if the way that you interact with other people and the world and yourself is, you know, it's reaping the benefits that you would hope for, you don't need to do anything, you don't need to make any changes. You can leave things as they are. However, if you suspect that maybe the way that you are is holding you back a little bit, it's maybe disrupting part of your life, it's worth thinking a little bit more. You know, are you really not bothered, or are you actually very bothered, but you're somehow coping by sticking your head in the sand, by withdrawing, avoiding a little bit, because maybe you don't feel capable of facing things. It's important, I think, to understand as much about ourselves as possible. It seems to be that this is the key to making the right decisions and choices and making changes when we need to. If we can understand more about ourselves, everything kind of seems to flow from there. So you can use these personality tests, hopefully, to do that. There's going to be two more in this little selection. We're going to look next week at type C, and then the week after at type D. And I'm going to incorporate these ideas in some research that I'm going to be doing in my community section, looking at personality and ASMR and how the two kind of interact. If there's any sort of correlations that might help us to understand ASMR and ourselves a little more and use that to kind of enhance our health and well-being. Okay, so if you like this video, if you found it helpful, please consider sharing it with your friends, and of course, if you're not already a member of my community, it would be great to have you here, so please consider subscribing and of course hitting that notification bell. And also, if you're interested in some exclusive content, a little bit of behind the scenes stuff, you can check out my Patreon account. The link should just pop up here. Okay, so that's the end for today. I really hope that it was helpful, but also enjoyable to watch. And I also hope that whatever it is that you're doing next, particularly if it is falling asleep, that you enjoy that and it goes smoothly for you. And hopefully I'll see you really soon.